Coming up, the story of a man who traded a lifetime of blessings for a single bowl of stew. It begins in the dust and the heat, under a sky that offers no relief. This is the world of two brothers, twins, but born seconds apart into a rivalry that would define them. Esau, the firstborn, was a force of nature, hunter, rugged, covered in red hair. A man who lived by the strength of his hands and the sweat of his brow. He was his father's favorite. Then there was Jacob, the second-born, a quiet man who dwelled in tents, watchful and calculating. He was his mother's favorite. Between them lay a gap wider than any field Esau ever hunted. It was the gap of the birthright. The birthright wasn't just about money or land. It was a spiritual mantle, the right to the double portion of the inheritance. And most importantly, the covenant promise God had made to their grandfather, Abraham. It was the future. It was destiny itself. And on this day, destiny smelled like lentil stew. It all came down to this. Esau is stumbling through the wilderness, running on empty. His throat is a dessert, his stomach a clenched, screaming fist. He deepened tracking game for days and came back with nothing but the burn of failure in his muscles and the bitter taste of dust. He's not just hungry, he's at the very edge of his strength, the point where the mind starts to play tricks. Then, through the haze of exhaustion, he smells it. That rich, earthy aroma of lentil stew. His brother, Jacob, was cooking. It wasn't just food, it was life itself in a bowl. "Give me some of that red stuff," he gasps, collapsing near the fire. He doesn't even call it by its name. It's just a color, a craving, an object. Jacob looks up, and in his eyes there is no brotherly concern. The air gets cold. He sees his brother's raw animal need, not as something to soothe, but as a weapon to be used. This is the moment he has been waiting for his entire life. The deal is laid out, cold and brutal. First, sell me your birthright. Right now. Esau laughs, a dry, cracked sound. "Look, I'm about to die. What good is a birthright to me?" It's the logic of the desperate. A future he can't see versus a hunger he can't ignore. In that moment, the spiritual promises of God felt like a distant myth. The stew was real. The ache in his belly was the only truth he could feel. He makes the oath. He swears it all away: his name, his honor, his divine inheritance. He cashes it all in for a meal. He gets the bowl. It's warm in his hands. He lifts it to his lips. And then, God said nothing. No lightning, no booming voice, no last-minute intervention. Just the quiet, mundane sound of a man satisfying a temporary craving, creating a permanent void. He ate. He drank. He got up, and he left. The Bible says he despised his birthright. He treated it like it was worthless. The stew was gone, and so was his future. He walked away with a full stomach, but an empty soul, having sold his destiny for a fleeting moment of satisfaction. The physical hunger was gone, but he had just opened up a new, deeper hunger that no food could ever fill. He was now a ghost in his own story, a footnote in a legacy that should have been his. But this wasn't the end of his story. Thanks for watching, and watch out for the next episode. Subscribe and share.